Day 12 of our 365 Days of Abundant Life series. So in Genesis chapter 12 verses 1 to 2, the Lord has said to Abram, "Leave your native country, your relatives, and your father's family, and go to the land that I will show you. I will make you into a great nation. I will bless you and make you famous, and you will be a blessing to others." So today's topic title, Jesus said, "I will define true blessing for you." Just as I called Abraham to step out in obedience to my word, leaving all that was familiar and comfortable to go to a place that I had not yet shown him, so am I calling you to a radical trust. This is not just a track for the super spiritual. There is only one kind of relationship anyone has with me, and it involves staking your life on what you cannot see, my promise of blessing. Following Christ demands that you give up control, predictability, ease, comfort, familiarity, affordability, and autonomy. I offer no upfront guarantees that you'll always approve of my plans for your life or that you'll always feel ready for the next step I call you to take. But I do guarantee that my blessing will more than match the longings of your heart. The fulfillment of my promises will go beyond your own ambitions by an infinite degree. So I'd like to highlight is ito yung line na, so following Christ demands that you give up control, predictability, ease, comfort, autonomy. So God doesn't offer upfront guarantee na tayo as we will always approve of His plans in our life or that we feel ready ba, ganyan. But what He guarantees is that the blessing that He offers will be more than match the longings of our heart. And the fulfillment of His promises will go beyond our own ambition. So, yan yung gusto niya na true blessing for us. So, ang magandang story na maano ko dito, mai-relate ko is yung story ni Job and kay story ni King Solomon. Diba si Job, he started as a very prosperous person. Okay siya ba? Okay siya. Then, okay ang pamilya niya, yung health niya. Then, yun nga, sabi ni Satanas na, sinabi niya na, ay, pinipraise niya lang naman si Lord nga, He just praise you because you're blessing him okay siya prosperous siya, ganyan. Pero, kunin mo lahat sa kanya yan, hindi na yan. Sabi ni Satanas na, pag kunin daw lahat, sa kanya is yung paniniwala niya sa Diyos ba is mawawala na. So yun nga inalaw ni God na kunin lahat ng devil yung pinhirapan si Job. So yun nga 'di ba Job lost all of his property, yung mga ari-arian niya, naghirap siya, pamilya niya, then to the point nga 'di ba na kahit yung niya yung health niya ba, yung skin niya, nagkaano-ano siya. Basta grabe yung suffering niya. But, despite all of this, though Job laments the loss of his worldly possession, still he declares that God give and takes. So, ang Diyos lang ang makapagbibigay, then He also could take away everything from us. So, though he wish na he would not lost everything, still he trust God. So, grabe yung naging spiritual wisdom niya ba? Despite his suffering, he was still able to praise God. He still trusts God despite the hardship, despite the hardship and sufferings na pinagdaanan niya. So, though in the end, napalitan naman napalitan naman lahat yung mga nawala kay Job, doble-doble pa nga. But let's not focus on the part na pinalitan. Because that would be like more worldly possessions pa din, di ba? But yung story na makita mo dun kay Job is that the spiritual wisdom that he had, that despite the hardship, he still trust God bitaw. That's a really great blessing, no? Just having God in our life, blessing na siya. So yun yung naano kay Job. So sa story ni Job, despite his loss, he still trust God. He still obey God. Kabaliktaran naman kay Solomon. Si Solomon kasi, despite having everything, he lost meaning on what he's doing. Kasi nga, di ba, his heart was turned away. Na ano siya, nalayo kay Lord ba? Though despite being the wisest king, very knowledgeable, but even if you're wise and you have knowledge, but you don't obey God, parang may useless siya eh. Di ba nga, dumating sa punto na nag-ano na siya eh, he had a lot of wives and mga foreign wives, and then may mga iba't ibang Diyos yung mga naging asawa niya ba. So he committed magawa na siya ng mga iba't ibang mga Diyos ganyan ba. So ganun yung nangyari kay Solomon, and then umabot sa punto na he's not satisfied na. Like, I have everything. Dumating sa punto na parang naano siya, no, I have everything. He got everything he needs, pero he lost meaning sa pinaggagawa niya. And then later on, doon niya na-realize na despite having everything, if you don't have God in your heart, it's useless. No, it's useless. Parang lost yung na-feel niya despite having everything. So, doon niya nakita na the real blessing is fearing God, obeying God, having God in your life. Doon niya nakita. No? Kasi despite having everything, na lost meaning para sa kanya lahat eh. Doon niya nakita na you can have everything pala, no, but feel empty inside. So napakaganda no ng story ni Job at ni Solomon pag ipagtabi mo yung mga pinagdaanan nila sa buhay. Though very magkaiba yung pinagdaanan nila. Si Solomon kasi started with everything but lost meaning dahil nga he turned away from God, naging disobedient siya ba. In Job's case naman, he started with everything but then lost it all but still found God. So, magkaiba yung pinagdaanan nila, but in the end, they have both came into the same conclusion, no, na life without God is meaningless. So, makikita mo lang talaga yung real essence of blessing when you have God in your life. Dahil in Job's case, despite having nothing, when he had God, he was still able to go on. But in Solomon's case, despite having all the material possession and the success he wanted, but since he disobeyed God, he felt empty and meaningless yung mga pinagagawa niya ba. So, ganun siya. So, kaya ma-relate ko talaga yung story nilang dalawa dito sa for today's topic bitaw, na God said that He will define true blessing for us. So anyways, I feel like I didn't do justice no sa story ni Job and ni Solomon, but you can dig in more deeper. You can ask your pastor, your church ministry, ganon. Then you can also just Google, ganon. Dahil I feel like I really didn't do justice sa story nila. Dahil napakaganda ng story ni Job at ni Solomon eh. Kaya hopefully you read more or ask your mga church leader para maano kayo, ma-enlighten. Dahil hirap ako mag-explain, ganon.